Madam Chair, and I just, before I go any further, I just want to recognize, I think you mentioned, it is Veterans Day, so I want to wish all of the veterans
Right.
happy Veterans Day.
We should pass the
and all of us, I
advance
think,
funding.
I'm speaking.
I know
Okay.
you are.
But I think
Thank you
that
very much.
you know, all of us probably to be here had to miss events that we were going to be at, and so I just wanted to say thank you for being here, and sorry that we couldn't attend those veterans events to commemorate Veterans Day for them. So just for that, but I am, as the discussion goes on, am amazed at this, because this Democrat shutdown is all over a simple, clean, continuing resolution.
Not clean.
6 weeks. 6 weeks
Not
clean.
clean.
Well, the Democrat alternative, ma'am, was $1.5 trillion worth of spending. So this was a clean 6-week CR. We could have had all of those discussions you're so concerned about.
Not
We
clean.
could have been doing that. And the simple fact is, there was a vote on September 19th. If you voted yes, you voted yes to keep government open. You voted yes to pay people. You voted yes to keep things moving along. You voted yes to continue the appropriations. If you voted no, which the Democrats, with the exception of one, voted no,
voted yes.
that shut down government.
You voted yes
So,
to allow it to
ma'am,
be money
ma'am.
was stolen.
Ma'am, I am speaking.
I hear you.
Okay. And I just wanted to say, you know, there's questions about whether or not we were working, and with all due respect,
You're not working.
you were looking in the wrong place, because all of us were working. I was in DC. You looked in the wrong place. I was meeting with constituents. I was in my district part of the time, meeting with constituents. So to imply that we were on a vacation is ridiculous. It's just ludicrous, because our constituents know we were working. I mean, my staff, you know, I came, met with constituents here, met with constituents in the district, and I think pretty much every single one of the Republicans did. And so I find it just ridiculous, and those kinds of statements are just pure not accurate. I'll say it that way. But Mr. Cole, Chair Cole, has pointed out that the appropriations process is so incredibly important. It is the way we should be doing things. The Appropriations Committee was doing it. Just needed 6 more weeks on that clean CR so that we could continue to do it. We're going to pass the 3 that are going to be on this bill. We have some more. We're going to continue to do that. But that's the way things should be happening here. It is absolutely, it's regular order. We should be doing it. And I just had a couple of questions just for clarification for Mr. Cole. And so does this bill provide funding for SNAP?
Yes, it does.
Did the bill that we voted on September 19th provide funding for
Yes, it
SNAP?
did.
Yes. So if we had voted way back in September 19th, we would have taken care of that. So,
Worth noting,
Lack
too,
of
a majority
understanding.
of both houses voted for that. 55 senators voted for that, and obviously a majority in this body, because it passed here. So it's just simply a Senate rule that's been perverted and taken advantage of. A majority of Congress has voted consistently to keep the government open while these other issues can be dealt with. It's Democrats that decided to shut the government down.
and like I pointed out, simple fact, September 19th, you can check the record. Who voted yes, who voted no? Yes to keep the government open. And I've pointed that out repeatedly over the last few weeks, while we've been shut down, because it's a simple fact. It's not the rhetoric. It just, you can prove it by checking the record. And Mr. Cole, I was going to ask you about if both of those bills, so the September 19th bill would have paid the troops. The September 19th bill would have kept the government open. The September 19th bill would have kept the funding for veterans. And so we had that, and they chose to shut the government down. So, but, and so this bill is going to reopen. We're going to get our troops paid. We're going to get the Capitol Police paid. We're going to do what we need to. We're going to get back pay. We're going to, for the federal workers, and we are going to make sure that folks get their SNAP benefits. And so I appreciate that this has come forward, and so I would ask the other side to join us in opening the government back up, so then we can have these discussions that you've been so concerned about, that you want to make sure it gets done. And I don't think that with the proposals that you have, actually solve the issue of increased healthcare insurance. It doesn't do it. We need to have more in-depth discussions about what's really going on about it. And so please join us in opening the government, and with that, I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Now recognize Ms. Scanlon for her time of questioning.
Thank you. I would first yield to Mr. McGovern.
Yeah, we are happy to join with you. We want the government open. We just don't want millions of people to get screwed over on their health care insurance. So if you join with us, this is a crisis, by the way, that's right now. It's not 3 months from now or 6 months from now. It's right now. People have gotten their bills. People are making decisions whether they're going to forego their health care. So that is it. And the idea that we can't get well, there are 13 Republicans that at least have said that they support us on extending the benefits. We'll see whether, they did it for show or whether it's for real. But I think if you let the House work its will, I think a majority of Democrats or Republicans would vote to extend that tax credit. And millions of people won't lose their health care, won't get screwed over because of the indifference and the inaction of this Congress. You found it, you found the time, you found it acceptable to extend the expiring tax cuts for multimillionaires and billionaires, but you couldn't find it within your heart to extend this. So we're happy to join with you, but join with us too. If you want our votes, then, we want to help working people afford their health insurance. I yield back to Ms. Scanlon. Thank